to the very first Floss Tube storytelling. I am Ginger Gerald, here to tell you a wonderful story for the holidays. Once upon a time, in a crafting home not unlike your own, lived a cross-stitcher named Ginger Gerald. Now Ginger Gerald was a very ordinary stitcher who took great pride in all he could accomplish. Feeling overwhelmed by all of his works in progress, Ginger Gerald really wanted to focus on some of his projects to ensure some were finished before the end of the year. With King Henry, a massive heaven and earth design, and Thea Governor's London being long-term projects, Ginger Gerald felt that he should really focus on Ornamental Joy by Country Cottage Needleworks and Let Freedom Ring by Lila's Studio to have two final finishes by the end of the year. He posted his thoughts on Instagram with pictures of his progress in mid-November with gauze and oohs and oh no's and nopes. Some of his faithful followers even called him a madman and challenged him on his data. With half of the project still to go, he had a tall order to meet the dare set on him by Lindy Stitches and Bub Me. With taunts and countdowns, encouragements, and positive comments, Ginger Gerald focused on his projects with every chance he could stitch. There were days of no stitching due to headaches. There were days of no stitching due to schoolwork. But Ginger Gerald persevered. There were days of 2 steps forward and 3 back because the frog came to visit. Don't you hate those days when the frog visits? Counting errors which required extra focus and work to fudge the remaining work to be done. But Ginger Gerald persisted. Hours became days, days became weeks, and Gerald was beginning to think he couldn't muster the time or energy to finish the challenge and prove everyone wrong. Then one day, a guardian gnome appeared in a mailbox from the magical land of San Francisco. This gnome gave encouragement and sprinkled his magical garden dirt on Ginger Gerald. The weeks became days, the days became hours, the hours became minutes, the minutes ticked away with every tiny 1/1x he stitched. Finally, with more time than expected, Ginger Gerald succeeded in conquering the whip. Ornamental Joy was finished. And as you guessed it, Let Freedom Ring was finished too. Ginger Gerald lived happily ever after to start a new whip in 2018. The end. I want to thank all of you for your wonderful encouragement and even those countdowns, Lindy, Stephanie, and challenge on the data to help me get through this project both of these projects before the end of the year, and actually I still have a week left to work on some other whips before starting a new project. So there will be information in my next update for these two projects, and I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and any other holiday that you celebrate at this time of year. Enjoy your time with friends and family. Happy stitching!